We should end the Environmental Protection Agency's war against American oil and gas. For example, Shell won in 2006, 5 years ago, a lease to allow them to explore in the Beaufort and Chukchi Seas off Alaska. $3 billion later, the EPA has refused to allow them to move forward, and they announced last week they're dropping it, they're stopping it. Now, this wasn't the Alaskan wilderness area. This was an area that was totally, legally open for exploration, in which the environmentalists inside the government and the environmentalists outside the government deliberately conspired to stop a company from creating American oil and American gas in the United States in a way which can only be helpful to the Saudis and the Iranians. And I, for one, am tired of being told we ought to cripple our companies in our country on behalf of people overseas. And you don't see any lawsuits over there because they don't frankly allow them. And so you have a situation where every time we stop Americans, we strengthen our enemies and we weaken our own economy, and this is a perfect case study. We should also stop the Environmental Protection Agency's efforts to cripple the development of gas found in shale. We now have technology which lets us go down 8,000 feet, reach out as much as 4 miles horizontally. We can now produce commercially available natural gas from shale. We have an 1,100-year supply. And the answer is, but you don't know what's happening 8,000 feet down. And therefore, your EPA is going to protect you from the possibility that 378 years from now, something bad might happen. Well, let me tell you, something bad's happening this morning with all the people who can't find a job because the U.S. government is killing their industry and keeping the cost of energy up. We need to develop effective clean coal pilot projects that prove the concept that we can use coal, because we have more energy in coal than Saudi Arabia has energy in oil, and it is utterly, totally foolish to say the United States is not going to aggressively develop clean coal. The Department of Energy promised in 2003 they would have a plant done by 2008. They then studied it to death. They now hope to have one done by 2016. At the current direction, the Chinese will have built, patented, and licensed new technologies worldwide faster than our bureaucracy in Washington can figure out how to issue the permit to even try. That is fundamentally wrong, and we should cut through all the red tape, and we should maximize the ability of our own electricity industry and our own coal industry to develop new plants in the most rapid possible way.